Hi guys, today we are going to learn about responsive images. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So here is this website which I have made for you guys exclusively. So just go to responsiveimages.pages.dev and you can experiment with this, and this works best in Firefox. Yes, you gotta use Firefox if you want to experience this in real time. So I will just click on this phone icon. It will open this in responsive mode, and I can select different devices, and you can see our image changes. So I'll open this network panel here so that you can see the doggo image right here, right? So if I hover over this, so I see this. And the thing is about responsive images, we serve different sizes. So this is 500 pixels by 500 pixels, and this is 1500 pixels. So let me talk to you about, you all know about the device size. So this is the viewport width. So how we get this is pretty simple. It's like your VW whatever. So or you can just get it by window dot inner width. So this is same as this thing. So on different devices we have like different like sizes. We don't keep the image same. So I will teach you how you can properly use this, but first let's see how we do this. Okay, so we have this in responsive mode. You can do this in Chrome, but it does not update the images as Firefox does. So as you can see, we have this 500 width. So this is what is DPR. DPR is device pixel ratio. So if I have this phone, so my phone has got a DPR of 2.7. So if I will open this in my phone, you will see something different. So let me just quickly open this up. So I have opened the same website here as well. So as you can see, this is DPR 2.73. You might not be able to see, but yeah, this is what it is. So now as you can see, like I have this image which is of like 1500 right now. Here it's 1500, but in my desktop it shows like 500 pixels. W is the width. So it's like just for your clarification. And even if I increase the size, it will stay the same. But here, why do we have 1500 width image? So pixels image. So we have this here like, because the DPR here is, DPR here as you can see is 2.73, which means around 3 DPR. So if I change DPR here, you will get the same result, the 1500 W image. So as you can see, this is the 1500 pixels image. And if you come in response, you see the dimension of the actual image. Okay, if you are still not believing like this is correct, I can open this in my file explorer. It's not file explorer technically, but yeah, let's go ahead here. And where is our responsive image? Here we have, and here are all the images of our doggo. This is the JPG version. This is like 250, and yeah, this is the size. See, this is pixelated. And if I open this, the high resolution version, see, it's opening like it's huge image. So this is how you know. So if like I change the DPR to 2, it will be 1000, and here it again sends a new network request. So these things won't be dynamic, but if you are using an iPad, if your user is using an iPad, then if they rotate it, the dimension might change and you will need to update this image. So you can see the demo here as well, how it works on iPad. Okay, so if I rotate it, the resolution will change. If I resize it, if I do multitask in the iPad, again the image will be updated. So we gotta make sure our image looks crystal clear in all the different devices, which is retina display, high resolution display, or it's a big desktop. Who knows what people use these days. Everything has gone crazy. So as you can see, this is the image width. So this stays, this is dynamic. So if I resize this thing, the image is resizing. This is the element, so 329. So what's the formula behind this is like, see, we have the viewport of 602 and we have this image which has size of 329. So the nearest pixel, like width pixel it got was 750. It multiplied it with 2. The DPR is 2. If I change it to 1, it will be the nearest, so it should be around like 500. Okay, so this is how it works. So this text is permanent, as you are seeing here. I'm not adding this dynamic, but I have added all these things so that you can realize how these things work in action. And so yeah, this was what we are going to learn today, how we can make this thing if we resize, if we change the dimension. So if I like make it really small, so you can see this is 250 width, because like here it's 250 as well. So if I make it like, let me go to 250, so it will be exact 250, so it still says 250. And if I increase the DPR, let's suppose this is iPhone, so how will it look like? It will be DPR 3, so the image which will be served will be this one. So this is high resolution, the display resolution gets multiplied with the DPR. It's as simple as it is. Why I have like put this, because you can see this in action, how like images are getting updated in real time. All right guys, so this was it about the demo. So again, like I made this big, so the image got 500 pixels, and this we multiplied it with DPR, so 3, like now we gotta put 1500 by 1500 pixels image, right? That simple. Okay, so let's get into the code. So if you want to grab the repository, you just click here, learn more, and you will come here and you can see the demo here as well, which I have already showed you. And the next thing is what I have used is the next gen image format. So next gen image format is AVIF and WebP. So Safari falls back to WebP. You saw that in iPad, right? And Safari 16 has AVIF support, but we have to have a fallback for WebP. I am not sure if like someone is not supporting WebP, like you should add a fallback as well. I don't know about that, but at least you should have AVIF and WebP. And I will show you the size difference as well among all this. So let me open this thing. So this is like AVIF format. It's like 1500 pixels. So let me open it with gthumb. So it will show you everything here. So this is like around 92 KB. So you can say like 100 KB. But this is the original image. So, and you can see this is 263 KB. I know the resolution is higher side, but still, even if I resize this thing, it won't be as small as AVIF. And if you compare like WebP and AVIF, so this is WebP, and the size you see is 66.8 kilobytes. And if I open the AVIF, so you see it's just 17 KB. You see the size difference is huge. This is why you need to have an AVIF format on your website. If you don't have AVIF, your image will take way longer to load compared to AVIF websites. So that's why you gotta use next gen image formats. Alright, so now this is how we do it. So how we do it, so we have this, like as I showed you, this is the default like JPG. I have this in a very high resolution version, so the doggo looks really cute and crispy, and the ice cream is fake. We both know that, right? So, and I have like added this text. So let me show you the script. So this is the source code which I'll walk you through. So here we go. So in the image folder, I have this convert.sh. Okay. So how this script works is pretty simple. So convert you pass the resize. It's pretty simple. You just need to install this ImageMagick thing. So you just click on like this download. I am using Linux, so like it's pretty easy to install. You can on OS X, Mac OS, you can just do brew install. That will do the job. But on Windows, don't use Windows. Why will you use Windows? But if you are still using, you can install this. But my bash script will not work there, so you might run this in WSL or Linux subshell, whatever you wanna call it. So the conversion is pretty simple. So I will zoom this as well, so that you can see clearly. I don't want you to get your eyes hurt. Let's see, like the command is you can use magic or convert. So we have two aliases here, so I do convert. Let's just get into the image folder. So convert, I pass the doggo.jpg, whatever my format is, then I can pass whatever stuff I wanna do. So to convert this in the same size, I can just do doggo.webp. Okay, and it will do the job. So let's come here, and as you can see, we will have this doggo.webp. There we go. So it's not previewing. Yeah, now it previews. So there we go. So this is, and you see the size difference. This is just 133 KB, and here this doggo is 263. It's almost the half of the size, guys. And if I convert this into AVIF, so let's do this with AVIF, and it will take a bit of time. So you just change the format and it will do. And I will do this so you see it's half of the WebP. So compared to what we had in JPG version, you can see the difference is huge, the 65 KB and 266 KB. Imagine you have hundreds of images on your website. How much space you are going to save? So let's do the calculation. 266 KB into, like, let's suppose you have 100 images. So you will be like 26,000 KB. So it will be like 26 megabytes. But if you use AVIF, do this 65, you will just be putting like 6 MB bandwidth compared to like whatever 10 times or like whatever the 100 MB it was. So there you go. That's the size difference you have in image. So that's why you gotta use this, whether you are using a CMS or any kind of things. But there are services which exist which allows you to dynamically do this, like Next.js has this built in, so does Gatsby. So they do the image optimization. It is really complicated topic, guys. So that's why I am teaching you here, right? So after you have done the conversion, so I have a script. So I'll again let me show you. So this is the script, what I have done, like how I have made this thing. So I am just writing a for loop here. I will pass the size and file name. So I will get this file name from here. This is not a bash tutorial, but I'll just quickly explain you. This is how I am getting the size. I am multiplying the index with like 1 into like 2. So it I will get the 2x version, like 1 into 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 3. So we will get 3 version. And then I am passing this resize option, which like if we pass just one size, it will maintain the aspect ratio and resize it with that. And then I am passing the quality, keep the quality to 75. And then I am defining that it should be lossless compression. Like both are by default lossless, but I'm just making sure. And then I am drawing the text here, which you see. So this is the text which I have drawn in the image. Literally you can see, like I have all this text here. So how I have done is with this thing, ImageMagick itself, you can do lot of stuff with ImageMagick. So you say the point size. So I am dynamically resizing the text size as well. I can't keep it same because like the text will overflow. So that's why I am doing this, and I am filling the text color with white, and I am putting the gravity to north, which is up. You should have learned this in your geography class, right guys? Okay, cool. And I have defined this font not bold, and I'm annotating this like go 0 this direction and go up like 10 pixels. And then this is the like whatever text I want here. So this is the text I wanted, like the width and the format. So this is a WebP, and this is same for AVIF, just things are replaced. And the file name I am also like getting from this like argument whatever. And I have just like removed the extension. Alright guys, so that's what I do is just put the file name and the size, so we get this files with like W and the size and the format whatever we have used. So this is how I have done it, and I have added and so that like I am doing like what do you say, multi-processing or multi-threading, whatever you wanna call it, so that we don't wait for each command to finish. We are like just sending like do this, do this, do this, and like we are waiting at the end. That's it. So now what we are doing, how we import this thing. Let's go in index.html. This is very important part. This is how now we learned how we can convert this image. So you can just grab this script, you can remove this quality and all that stuff. You just keep this thing, you just remove this thing, and you not this yeah, so you can get rid of this, and you can just keep this thing, and this will just resize your image in different formats. You can play around with quality and all that stuff. And yeah, so this is how you do it. And if I want to convert this thing, so I'll open up this script. So I'll do convert this like, and I want the 250 thing. So let me remove everything from here so that you see it works and it gets generated, so that you can use my script as well. So I'll just keep this doggo.jpg, and I'll delete all the doggos. So I'll do shift and then select and delete this thing. So I just have this doggo jpg one thing. So first I'm passing the 250, so we will get 3 variants from this. So 250, 500 and 750. So let's check here. So you can see like 250 AVIF, 250 WebP, 500 like and 500 and 750. So we got 3 sizes. If you want like for 500, because that's what the size which we are using in our website as well, so you need to keep a consistent size of your image. If you are doing this to bunch of images, you can use node as well to, if I put 500, so it will generate like override the one file and then generate 2 others. So now we have like everything which we had earlier. So you can see like we have got like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So 10 images. So that's what Google recommends, 3 to 5 variants of your image. And now when we come to index.html, the thing is it's pretty simple. It's not simple. I will make it simple. Okay, so there we go. This is basic media query which I have added. You can go and explore that thing. You need to know media queries a bit before like going into this. So how I do this is like, see, we have this source thing. We use a picture tag and we use this source. It is like we define the type, because Safari, if we don't define this, Safari will suffer. S for Safari, S for suffer, right? Okay, and then we do this srcset. But if you are on iOS or iPad, you will not still be seeing AVIF, because at the end Apple does not allow any browsers to use their own engine. They'll have to use the Safari engine, so you won't be getting any benefit for using the extra browser. Just use Safari. Okay, and so what we do is we define like, if this is automated generated, if it is in React, you can just import all this. You can dynamically import with like a globe pattern or something like this, and then you define like this is 250, and you will be doing this 250 as well. So I have defined all the sizes. So like 1 2 3 4 5. So the order matters really. So we are first trying to load this AVIF format, right? So we will do this like for AVIF. Then we come to image and we put this thing, same thing but with WebP. So if a browser is not supporting AVIF, then they'll fall back to this. The both tag is same. And now like if we have done, so I'll remove this size thing. I'll show you what happens if we don't put the size. I will open the live server here, so you can do npx live server or install it as a dev dependency. I think I opened it in wrong directory, so cd ... and then I'll do again. So we open this here. So I have removed this thing and I'll again go to responsive. So you can see this is like 1500 width. Okay, the DPR is 3, let's make it 1. But still it's 1000 width. DPR 1 means it should not be doing this. So if I am resizing, see the image width is still same, the DPR is still same, but if I am changing this width, why is it taking the higher resolution image? So there is the problem. So there is another way as well. You can define it with 1x, 2x and 3x as well, but that is not responsive. So if you have different size image, Lighthouse will warn you like this is a mobile device, so why are you not using a small image? So in this case we do this. So browser is really smart, they will pick this up. If you have this image in like, see, if you have this in the mobile form, it is not a problem because this is taking the full width, and browser will take it like if this is 500 pixels, our screen size is 500 pixels, so they will be like, oh, this is the like same thing. This is 500 pixel and the nearest thing we have got is 500 pixels. Okay, so the browser will load this thing, and if I reduce this and I make it 250, so around 250, this takes the higher version. So the 250 version will be this thing. This is like it calculated the width of the device. In mobile phone we don't have a problem, thing works without any queries. But if we scale it, see right here this size is, let me make this 250 again as I showed you, not 250, 500. Okay, so the 500 is like the image is just 247. But why is it taking the 500 pixel version? Because it is taking like what Chrome or whatever browser you are using is assuming the width of your image is 100% of the viewport. Okay, so it is equivalent, browser is treating is like if it's like this, so browser treats it's like, yeah, the image is full screened, so we will do like this. So now what comes into play is this attribute, sizes attribute. Okay, so this is very important to understand how this thing works, and you need to make sure you put the exact sizes here and here, this size and this size. Okay, so this is really important that you and if you want to see and experiment, make sure you are doing this on this like the above one, then later you copy this here. And if you are making a component, you can just like put this in a variable and then like put this here as well, the same variable. So let me refresh this thing, we are back to square one. And the thing is now it is taking I have not saved this, let me save this thing, and immediately you see now it is taking 250 pixels. Why? So let's understand. So I am doing the mobile first approach, and the thing is now if I expand this thing, it stays to like 500 width no matter how far I go. Let me do this and do this. So how far I go, it stays 500 width. So I have written this query is after like see keep your eye here. So after 588, after 500 pixel, sorry, 800 pixel, what happens, like we tell the browser, see, this image is going to stay 500 pixel. So no matter how long I scale this thing up, this is going to be treated as the 500 pixel version. Okay, and the query order matters as well. And then we have this min width. Okay, so 500 pixels. So let's suppose min width is after what the value should be after min width. So this is after 500 pixel. The viewport is like after 500 pixels and between 800 pixels and greater than 500 pixel. This is what I'm translating it into. So I have gone inside 800 pixels. Now it is taking 500 width. But what happens is, like, I'm doing this calc and I'm telling it is 50. Take it, treat this like as a 50 viewport. Okay. And I am just subtracting 2 pixel to get some more accuracy so that I can show you a better demo. And if I like do this, scale it, how is it 50 percent of the viewport, 50 width, 50 wide, whatever, 50%. So if I go to again like near 500, see, like we have like 250 version of the image, it immediately gets to 250 because it is like telling, see, after min width, like when min width is like around 500, so we are above 500, then what it should do is take the 50% of the screen. So 50% of the screen will be, so this is, you can see the image size, like this element gets calculated to 250 and we are like putting the 250 width image. So this is mostly accurate, the most accurate you can get from this. Okay, so, and the last one is 100 VW. Okay, so what this 100 VW is doing, like this is the default value. So I say, like, if not this, if we are under 500, so what you do, browser, you just take the 100 viewport because this is accurate. I have some margin which you can subtract, but this works enough. Like if I go to around 248, so in the 248 pixel, like it is also showing like expected image should be 250 pixels. So yeah, we got this 250 pixels. If we increase the DPR, so it gets multiplied by the DPR. So it's simple, it becomes like 500, so that when a user is on an iPhone, like if they zoom in, or an Android, like they zoom in, a good Android, yeah, so, and if they have like really good DPR, which is like DPR 3, which most phones have, so it will be like 750. And if they have like bit wide screen, it will become 1500. So the image is like 356. Okay, so if we multiply like 350 into 3, so it's like 1050. But we don't have any size with this. If we had like a 1250 version, so let me make a 1250 version. So I'll open this terminal here, cd, not sure what happened to the font again, image, and I'll do convert, and I'll do like if we have to get around like 1200, so I can make it like a 400th version of the image, or let's make it 600 or 625. So it will give us lot of images as well. And we go back here and we tell it that we have got these images as well. So it was 620, so I do this and I put it here. So I make it 620 W. Okay, and I'll make this as well 620 W. this is like just if in case like you are wondering like how we can get more accurate, but this is not necessary. 3 to 5 images will do the job. So and then after 1000 we will have like 620, it should be like 1240. So it will be R12 and 4 and again 1240 W. So this is how it will be. So if we look here, it was 625. Okay, so let's make it 625. So now it will be 150. So again do this thing, 1250. Okay, so now you can see it is taking the 1250, which is the nearest to like 1050. And we are also saying like I have done some maths which I found on Stack Overflow that the image should be like around this multiples of 250. So if I scale this thing up, it is like it expected should be like there is bit of miscalculation, but you can live with that. Here we go, 1250, and again if I go more, so it will stay 1250. No, we have got like 1500 now. Okay, so this is how this is going to work. So yeah, so this is all about like how you can make it responsive and all that stuff. Make sure you don't mess this thing up, because this is very important if your image is not 100% of the view width. And the thing is, another most important thing you should never miss is the image size and width. So let's see what happens if I remove the width here. Okay, so you see the layout gets shifted. Let me add a throttling here, GPRS. I reload this thing. The image is cached. Let's reload this. Let's do, yeah. So as you can see, we have this layout, and till the image gets loaded, what will happen, like if people are not knowing okay what this is, they have a slow connection, maybe your image is large, but they will be like, oh, now there we go, the layout has shifted. So someone, suppose like they are reading this article and your image loads, and now they will be like, oh damn, this website is shit, like they shifted the layout, I am having trouble finding where I was. Okay, so that's why you always put this thing. If I put this here again, I'll make this like a regular 2G, and I will save this and reload. See what happens. There is this like dimension which is being made, so people will understand, oh, there is something which needs to be loaded. So if I reload this again, so I can keep reading this thing until the image loads in its place. So this is how things work. Okay, so you always gotta make these things, and make sure you put this alt if the image is broken, and never miss this. So this is all it, and I hope you learned a lot of stuff here, how you can optimize, you can make any component. Like there are a lot of there is ImageKit, Cloudflare, they will like allow you to directly pass the DPR of the device, and you can get the exact DPR image of that thing, and you can do that in the JavaScript. But what I will suggest you to do is, the best thing is just do this somehow. Like maybe you are a static website, you have CMS, like find a plugin which does that, find a component which does that, but at the end just go ahead and inspect, make sure like you have all these sizes, width, height for different devices. So that's it. So if you enjoyed this, make sure to like, share and subscribe. I hope to see you soon, and don't forget to start the repo, guys, and share with your friends. Like make sure they are just not doing image src and they think, oh, we are good. So yeah, that's it. Bye bye, see you, good night.